want to say thank you to everyone who likes, shares, comments on this content. It's greatly appreciated. I'm sure we're touching and helping other people when we do this. So continue to like and share. Next thing, the TPE Book Club. We're broadcasting live every Monday at 6:45. Right now, we're covering the book UOU that is written by Dr. Eric Thomas. That is his latest book. A lot of my circle is getting into that text, and they're really enjoying the content there. And so I want to encourage you guys to join us in that. And then we also have a private Facebook community as well, where we have discussed further dialogue there as well. So if you want to join that, just comment here on this post, I want in, and we'll make sure you get inside of that group. Yesterday I spoke on the topic of what's going to change for you. And I've gotten some good feedback on that. And I just want to recap really quickly what the topics were from yesterday. Yesterday, the first thing was stop blaming other people for why you're not succeeding. Take ownership of what's going on with you. Number two was you have to produce more than what you're showing. You have to be more than what that Instagram reel or that Facebook post was. There has to be more work being done behind the scenes. And then number three from yesterday was winners know that slugs come. Slugs come with dubs. Okay. And so I want to continue on that conversation, and I'll just tag this part 2 of the conversation that we had yesterday. And the first thing I want to kind of address in this, what's going to change for you, is what does your daily routine look like? In the TPE Book Club, the first book that we canvassed was Atomic Habits, and what is that book really challenged me and in the community to look at what their daily habits were, or what the habits that they had, and how are those habits gearing them towards what their identity is. If you want to call yourself an entrepreneur, if you want to get a promotion at your job, if you're wanting to just live a healthier life, there's certain things that you do in your day that are either productive towards those goals or counterproductive towards those goals. And so you have to take a realistic assessment of the things that you do in and out of your life and look at what your routine is, because I truly believe the most successful people have a very, not say the structured and strict routine, which they probably do, but they at least have an idea of how they are controlling their time, how they're controlling their day, how they are controlling their narrative. And so I want to challenge each and every one of you guys to look at what your routine is. That's number one. Number two, what excuses are you giving yourself on a day-to-day basis not to be successful? I think this kind of pours into another point from yesterday, but you got to think about, I think a lot of times we get caught up in giving ourselves excuses as to why we're not successful. Why didn't we get up early and exercise? Why didn't we eat like we were supposed to? I was stressed out today, or something happened here or there. It's like, at what point do you give more attention to what your goals are than what your excuses will be? And so that's the number two. So let's stop making excuses for why we're not being successful and really take ownership into what it is that we want to do. And number three, who are you bringing along with you? This journey of leadership development, you developing yourself as a leader, because I think a lot of times people, when they think about the term leadership, they think about what they do at work or how they are seen by other people. Like each and every person who's watching this, each and every person that you're in contact with has some form of leadership. If you're a father, if you're a husband, you're a leader. If you're a wife, if you're a mother, you're a leader. If you're a son, daughter, brother, sister, like a student, in any capacity, any title that you have, there is room for you to lead and there's room for you to grow. And with that being said, that should be somebody that you're bringing along with you. Those of us who are parents and spouses, we should be bringing our kids and our spouses along with us in this journey as we get better. It doesn't make sense that you're living your best life and then the people who you are living with aren't getting the benefit of that, or at least being exposed to the benefit of that. If you in your organizations, if you're leading people, it makes sense for you to try to bring people along with you that can definitely stand to grow. Because here's the thing. Every great leader has, they bear fruit. And what does the fruit on your tree look like? That could be your children. That can be that could be somebody that you've taken a liking to at work and you've decided to mentor them. Every person that, like I said, any title that you have, there's some air of leadership to it, and you should be thinking about bringing somebody else along with you. So for part 2 today, number one is, what does your daily routine look like? Man, I would suggest that you get that in check. Like, get that in check immediately. Number 2, what excuses do you give yourself for not being successful? There's a lot of times when we don't succeed or we drop the ball on something and we're quick to provide a reason that's really not a real reason at all. It's just something for us to say to give us an out on something that we're supposed to do. And then number 3, who are you bringing along with you? Who are you growing on this journey? On this journey, who are you giving the game to? Does it make sense for us to hold the game or hold our successes or hold how we got to where we are all to ourselves? Let's help somebody else. And the thing about it is, the more people you help, the more people who will be willing to help you get to where you want to be. So that's all I have for the Daily Dose today. I appreciate you guys rocking with us. This is a Daily Dose number 17. We're well on our way to continue to keep pouring out great content, keep putting out good work. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.